For number 3, we have a function f of x defined to be the product of a constant and a differentiable function. So this means that g prime of x exists. There is a value for g prime of x. So we will be solving for f prime of x. No? So again, we will be using the formula f prime of x equal to the limit of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h as h approaches 0. So again, we will be solving for f of x plus h. So what is f of x plus h? By definition, f of x is c times g of x. So whatever is this value here, that should also be the value here. Because we have x plus h, so you have c times g of x plus h. So that's as simple as that. So therefore, we can write it here. Limit of f of x plus h, c, no? c times g of x plus h minus f of x, and f of x is defined to be 1. c times g of x all over h as x approaches 0. So, we can factor out c here. So we have limit of c times, you have g of x plus h minus g of x all over h as h approaches 0. This is limit of a constant and something. So by the rules we have before, we can place this c before limit. No? So that is c times the limit of, you have g of x plus h minus g of x all over h as x approaches 0. Now, how do you see this one? This part without c, no? How do you write this in a shorter version? Or that expression is just equal to, that whole expression is just equal to g prime of x. So we have a c here, so there is a c. So therefore, f prime of x is just equal to this one. Okay? That is just equal to c times g prime of x. Okay? So simple. If you have c times g of x, the f prime, then you have here f prime of x is just equal to c times the product of g of x. That times g prime of x. Okay? So we have answered 1, 2, 3. Now let's go directly to number 4. So I guess number 4 would be very simple, no? So for number 4, let g of x equal to x to the n. So what will happen? Number 4 become f of x equal to, you have c x to the n, then you have here c, you have here x to the n related to be g of x, so you have g of x. Okay, so that is our f of x. F of x is equal to c times g of x, where our g of x is x to the n. By number 3, no, by number 3, f prime of x is equal to this one, c times g prime of x, right? But if this is our g of x, what is g prime of x? Yeah, we derive it. If this is our f of x, x to the n, so what is the derivative of x to the n? N x to the n minus 1. So therefore, g prime of x is just n x to the n minus 1. So you have here c times, what is g prime of x? N x to the n minus 1. So therefore, this is just Cn x to the n minus 1. Or if you write, okay, that's one. So this is our f prime of x. Okay, so therefore, f prime of x here is just equal to C n x to the n minus 1. Okay, so we will still be solving more problems related to finding f prime of x. In all of the solutions here, if you can notice, no, we always use the definition. Then we always solve for f of x plus h. Whatever it is, we solve for f of x plus h. So you can actually start solving some problems in the module, or you may look for other problems which you think you might answer. And you just have to submit it for checking. No? You can ask me, you can submit it to me. You look for a problem. Okay, you look for a problem similar to this. You solve using the definition, and then you submit it to me. Or you can have me check your work, and I'm going to give the feedback about your solution. So by next video, we will be solving more problems related to finding derivatives. Thank you.